Hi, I'm Paula. Did you know that 1 in 4 women in the United States is a victim of domestic violence? The story I'm about to tell you happened after a Christmas party. Tawnya Underhill, a mom of 3 kids, went to her boyfriend's Christmas party, and when she got home, her life changed forever.
He reached in the car with his hand and grabbed me by the back of my hair and started yanking on me to get out of the car. And I wouldn't go. And then all of a sudden I realized, he's not letting go of my hair. So I started to get up to go. And then all of a sudden I heard pop, pop, pop in I heard it. I didn't feel it. And then all of a sudden I went limp. And I couldn't move, feel, nothing. So he ended up just dragging me out like a rag doll. And I got outside the car and I was on the ground and he picked me up. He said, "Stand up, you dumb bitch." And he let me go and I fell on the ground. And then he picked me back up. "Stand up, you effing B word." And then I fell on the ground again. And then the third time he picked me up, he dropped me. I don't remember what happened from there. I must have got knocked out or something. Because then I woke up and I was being dragged upstairs. And I could see my feet hitting every step going up the stair. But I couldn't feel the stairs bouncing, my feet bouncing off the stairs. And then he brought me upstairs and he threw me in the bed. And he was screaming at me and started ripping my clothes off me. Started having sex with me. And then I started vomiting. And when I started vomiting, I couldn't turn from side to side. I was on my back and I started vomiting. It started coming out like the sides of my mouth and I got on the bed a little bit. And he got very angry about that. So he tossed me over into a garbage can, which I couldn't hold myself up out of the garbage can. So I fell inside of it and I was vomiting upside down in the garbage can. So had vomit like everywhere on me, everywhere. And then when he picked me up, he threw me on the bed and threw a cloth at me over my face. I couldn't move my hands. My arms were like stuck like this. They were just stuck in that position. I started crying and I needed help and I begged and pleaded and he said, "Shut up, B word, lay down and go to sleep." And I'm going to sleep. So he again had sex with me again and then fell asleep.
This all happened at around midnight, and Paul didn't call 911 until 11 the next morning.
Yeah, I lay there all night staring at a clock, wondering what's going to happen, wondering when I'm going to get help, wondering if I'm going to live or I'm going to die, wondering, am I going to ever move again? Am I going to feel? Wondering what happened, wondering what I did wrong to deserve it.
Where was he?
Next to me in bed.
Paul told Tawnya to make up a story before he called 911 and say that she was in a fight with a girl and she woke up like that in the morning. He told her if she didn't stick to that story, he would kill her.
I felt like I was already half dead. I'm already halfway there. If one false move, I'm done. And I have 3 little boys to take care of still. And I wanted to stay alive for them. So I didn't. And then when I just kept saying over and over to the doctor, "Can you just put me to sleep? Please just put me to sleep. Get this over with." Because I wanted to wake up and walk and feel and be normal again. And the doctor finally put me to sleep. I didn't wake up again for 9 days. I went into a coma type thing, and I got pneumonia. When I was under anesthesia, I was in the surgery for 9.5 hours, and they couldn't finish the surgery because I got aspirating pneumonia, and I fell asleep too deeply. And then I remember during the coma type thing, waking up and my mom and some guy was there. And my mom was slapping me in the face. Not hard, just enough to wake me up. And the guy said, "Did Paul do this to you? Just nod once, don't move your head too much." And I nodded once and said yes, and then I fell back to sleep.
Tawnya had 3 kids, a 9, 11, and 12-year-old. When they came into the hospital to see her, they couldn't understand why Mommy was like that.
They'd climb in bed with me, and they would grab my arm and wrap it around so I could hug them. Because I couldn't hold them. So they say, Mommy, you can hold me like this. And they'd put their arms around me. So I did. That's the way we held each other, and they would sleep with me. One would sleep on one side, one would sleep on the other side, and one would sleep in between my legs. And they'd sleep at the hospital with me. I just wanted to walk, and I wanted to be normal again. I just wanted to be normal again. I was scared. And I wanted to be with my babies. Them were the only things I focused on right then and there. Just my kids. They need me and I need them. Without them, I wouldn't be alive. So I focused on them and they focused on me.
Tawnya is a fighter and she did it for her kids. Is she able to do the things that she used to? No. But the wheelchair didn't stop her.
I used to go to football and play football and stuff with my kids. I couldn't do that standing and running, but I could do that in my chair still. If they threw a football at me, I tried to throw it back at them. We played board games instead of going outside and chasing each other around. We watched movies. I mean, we did all that too, but just to not be able to run around anymore with them like I used to, I had to compensate and do other things.